Right. Could you explain, just if it won't take too much time, that north node, if you can just kind of go over that again, like what does that exactly mean? I've always been really curious about the north node, focus on the north node.
Well, yeah, well, the north node is saying that here is where if you get this house right and work on this house in this incarnation and lifetime, other things will take care of themselves, because priorities here. The north node Rahu, head of the dragon, is when the moon crosses the ecliptic path of the sun, which is the ecliptic. The moon is 5 degrees off that ecliptic. She has her own vortex. She makes a vortex like the sun, but it's upside down in relation to the sun's. The sun goes up to the Tropic of Cancer, down to the Tropic of Capricorn in a TP tent-like vortex. Tropic of Cancer is always at the top of the tent. Capricorn's at the bottom of the tent. And so as the sun does that, it goes up to Cancer, it compresses, blue shift, healing energy. Then it radiates and rarefies as it goes down to Capricorn, red shift, not so healing energy. And so the moon is doing that upside down. But when she crosses the ecliptic of the sun, she now is going to spend 2 weeks above the plane of the ecliptic of the sun. So this is your future. It's above. It's climbing up. Rahu, it's the head of the dragon. The head is on top. The tail
like the Kundalini dragon? Is that what that's considered, or?
Yeah, it is.
The Kundalini. Now, it's flipped upside down, though. You're saying the north. Well, maybe that has nothing to do with the north node, but it's just that chart is flipped. So, like, what's the reasoning for that? Because Sagittarius would usually be underneath there.
No. If you're doing my chart, which puts Sagittarius down here,
yeah,
well, you're going. Well, be careful, because the houses go the other way. They go anti-clockwise.
Oh, okay.
See, here's the first house, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Is that to do with the ecliptic? Is that why? Because the what's the word? I can't think. Precession, right?
Okay. Well, let's. I'll share my whiteboard. I'll explain this to you. No, it's got nothing to do with
precession.
That.
Okay.
No, I'm going to share my whiteboard, because now we can finish off with this. This is very important. We need to understand, because that's a good question. You put Sagittarius down the bottom where I put it with all my graphs, but the houses put it, the 9th house at the top. Let's do this, okay? Let's work this one out.
Someone was asking in the chat what kind of house system you're using.
Placidus. I always use Placidus. I do not use equal house or the Koch system or the Porphyry system. I always use Placidus because it's one of the most ancient ones, and it allows for refraction of the horizons, and it allows for how the flat earth truly works, that people in the northern areas, their houses have to be adapted to the fact that they are at higher latitudes, and so the sun, as it comes through the houses, will take longer, in fact, to travel that portion of the skies. And so Placidus so does the Koch system, and so does the Porphyry. They're not equal or straight house system, but they are accurate. Okay, I will explain why they are accurate now, and I will be sharing my screen. Okay, so let's do that. Unshare. So let's explain that. Very important. This one. In my graphs, I always put my sine wave goes like this, and there is always the AC is here, and I put the DC over here. And so what we do now is we have here is the Tropic of Cancer, here is the Tropic of Capricorn, and we notice that you've got all planets, 9 planets above here. So this is the daytime here. This is the day, This is the night. So you have to be able to work with two systems. It's confusing, yes, but you must. You want to be an astrologer, you must understand that the houses, everything starts here. The houses, 1 is here. 2, 3, anti-clockwise. But when I do my graphics, my charts, I always have Aries here, the number 1 sign. This is the number 1 house. This is the number 1 sign. Why? Because Aries will always be here in number 1. Always. Taurus, Pisces. So your day planets, they're in the day. Aries to Virgo, they are all day. Cancer, Leo. So if your planets are here, that means they are blessed with daylight. Any planets here, if you were born at 12 o'clock, your sun will be here. So you'll be a nocturnal. This will be a nocturnal chart. Sun in the 10th house, 12 o'clock. Sun in the 4th house, or 3rd house, doesn't matter, 12 o'clock. This is 12 midday. This is 12 midnight. This is 6 sunrise. This is sunset. In astrology, even in the Hindu system, it's the same thing. They have a square. Right? So what they do is this. And what do I have to do now? Yeah, like this. So usually they put their first house, they put it here, their number 1, and go around this way. Everything goes around this way. But some Jyotish Hindu sidereal astrologers, they put it here where it should be. It should be here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now, in tropical, your planets, they will still be here. Your planets will be here. And they stop. You've got 9 planets. You've got 9 planets which are all in the 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th house, above the horizon, same as here. But they are in the daytime because this is the daytime. You were born in the afternoon. Your sun is here in the 7th house. I also have a sun in 7th house because I was born at 4:30. I was born at 4:19. When were you born?
Which one?
What time were you born?
6:19.
Yeah, 6:19.
6:19. Yeah, 2 hours later than me, 4:19. And yet we both have, mine's right close to the 8th house. Your sun is down here. So there's 2 hours. Sorry?
Oh, sorry. My allergies are bugging me, so I'm sniffling.
Ah, okay. No worries. Okay, so an individual that has all their planets above that line, they are, this is extroverted, and this is the introverted. This is the public house, the 10th house. This is the private. So private people, public people, personal people who are more sort of self-centered.
Yeah.
People who have planets here are more other people centered. Personal, non-personal. Private, non-private. Why? Because to understand this, you have to understand my graph that Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, they will always be on top. They will always be there figuratively, not factually, literally. You have to understand that when you go through the house system, Aries now becomes the 12th house. Sun in the 12th house between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Anyone born between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. will have the sun around here. Okay, probably in the 12th house. All right, my son was born at 8:30. He has his sun here. His sun was here in the Taurus part of in the 11th house, in the Taurus part of the day. It doesn't mean the sun's in Taurus. Doesn't mean that at all. It might be in Leo. Well, my son was Libran, and his son, and he, like you, and his son's here in the Taurus part of the day, where the sun, between 8 and 10 in the morning, the sun is always channeling its energy through that part of its climbing up to the MC, midday. So it will always be, this is the house of friends. So it'll always be friendly here. This is the public house of career. This is beautiful. When the sun doesn't like this house, the 12th house is not friendly to the sun. People with the sun in the 11th house and 10th house, they have a lot of success in the outer public life. People with the sun here, they have a lot of spiritual success. This is the house of spiritual wisdom. So you must put Aries, Taurus, Gemini figuratively here always when you do your astrology. So when you're doing, see here, you can see the house system. I've got the sidereal square inside, and I've got, here is the ascendant. Everything starts here. You can see here clearly, first house, second house, and it corresponds to the first house in Hindi, second house, third house, fourth house. Pay attention. Please pay attention. But as the daily planets and signs go around every day, they're actually going around anti-clockwise in order, and the planets, right? As they're doing that, the sun rises here and goes up this way. So this is 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Anyone born there will have the sun in the 12th house. So this is 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Anyone born there will have their sun in the 11th house. They'll be very lucky. Anyone born between 10 and 12 will be lucky in the public house. Anyone born between 12 midday and 2 will have their sun in the 9th house. They will be long journey people. They'll be traveling the world, and they will be higher learning people, spiritual. Anyone who was born between 2 and 4 will have their sun in the 8th house. Okay, so you can see then that is the daytime and this is the nighttime. But the houses will always start from here and go around that way, down from this point, not up. They start, that's the signs go the other way, but the houses always, everything starts here. Okay, everything. And why does the first house start here and then the second house here and not go the other way? Well, because this is the first house that rises. This is the rising sign. So if you're born over here, your sun is over here in Libra, and your Pisces ascendant, you've got Pisces rising. Well, that means Pisces is in the first house because it's the first one to rise. Then the next one will follow that and rise second. So it belongs to the second house. So whatever is here is first in order, coming up, rising. So if you've got Mars rising, you're a fighter. You're an action hero because Mars is in the first house, which describes you. Okay, the second house will be second in turn to follow the rising one, because in 1 hour's time, the rising one will have risen and occupied the 12th house. And then the second one will come up. So that's how you read the house system. You've got to see this is the starting point. So whatever is here is first. to rise. Hence, the first house. All right, guys, unless you've got questions, we can start winding up.
No, that's cool with me. I think we kept you long enough. And people in the chat, you know, there's all kinds of people from Europe. They're up late. Jiki had to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's good. I think the vibrations were, again, at the max, and it's what we're looking for. To elevate our vibrations, it's a frequency and vibrational game, so that's what we want to do, raise our vibration and constantly go higher and higher, and, you know, finding... new ways to make it work together. That's what we have to do, come together and make it work. So that's what we do every week, and encourage other people to do the same. This is exactly what we're doing, shining our light. Simple.
Exactly.
So we will be back next week with pilot Alex, airplane pilot, one of his friends from Portugal also. And we will have another chat next Saturday, same time. Why not?
Okay, so we're going to have an international pilot who is a flat earther, of course, because he's living on a flat earth. And he's going to join me, you, and Rob. I know this guy. He writes to me, so we email. And he's going to show us all of his very, very high elevation flat earth pictures.
Nice.
I would like to invite the Panty Boys to join us. Come on, they're so cute. I want Cullen. He's my #1 panty boy. Can you join us, please, Cucky boy?
Oh, he can, but I don't think they will.
Oh yeah, come on. You can teach us about ejaculating and how to go to hell. Come on, false prophet.
How to go to hell.
Come on, deceiver who is himself deceived, and Danny and Christopher, plagiarists.
Reptilians.
Yeah, come on, guys. Take your panties off. Put some normal clothes on. It's not a good look. Boy panties doesn't do anything for me. I know you're trying to get my attention, and I know you want to be my boyfriends, but I don't know. No. I'm not interested.
Not just in this time.
I'm heterosexual. Strange.
That's it. So thank you very much, Santos. Great pleasure again to have you on and share these divine moments with you. Look, I thank the divine that it's recorded, and because these are very, very special moments for me. Anyway, for all of you, I'm sure we learn a lot every time you come on. It's not like I say all the time, don't believe everything we say. Take what's good for you, discard the rest, make sense of it. It doesn't mean that we want to shove it down your throat. We're just exposing what we have to talk about. That's it. And take what's good, discard the rest, and rise and shine. Shine your light. We're out.
Yeah, great.
Hey, thanks for doing my chart, Santos. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Mon plaisir. À la prochaine.
À la prochaine, mon frère.
Bonne journée.
You too. Bye-bye.